guys, welcome back to a new video. Yo. Of my Shows Need More season. But before I start this video, I want to give you something. There's gonna be no island this week. No stories of island. If I can do it, guys, I'm planning to do two episodes of Stories of Port this week. I'm planning to do 2 episodes of Stories of Port. Guys, I might do 2 episodes of Stories of Port. Besides, okay, guys, I'm planning to do 2 episodes of Stories of Port this week because I'm really close to, yeah, guys, I might not do Island this week. You know what, guys, I will do Island. I will try to do Island and Stories of Port. Both the same day. I will try, I promise. Anyway, before I really start this, what show need more
Or set
season
the timer. I might step away.
What show need more season video? Let me tell you what show is. From now on, this is how I'm going to do this series, guys. I will tell you about a show that I want more seasons of. Even though I'm kind of afraid of this show, which could mean cancellation for a better show that I love, I'm gonna do it. The show I'm talking about is, let me go find it. Guys, okay, so more seasons of the Zeta Project. Guys, before I get really into this video, let me just tell you why I didn't want to do this video right away. I was scared. You're probably wondering, saying, not Pun, what were you scared about? About them maybe never making the show that I like. Them always making these Batman Beyond / Zeta Project era storyline lines and never rolling back to the mid-2000s to witness the awesomeness that was. Guys, in case you're wondering, what was I scared of? The show being popular enough that the Justice League would never happen. The Justice League would never happen. You see, because Justice League is a great show. I love this show. But being how when the Zeta Project would be in development, and yes, I am going to tell you. Okay. At the same time that the production team were making Justice League for Cartoon Network, at the same time they were making 2 fresh seasons while they were working on. Well, okay, guys. Also, I would have the network be changed from Kids WB to Cartoon Network. I mean, Cartoon Network could. But okay, so season 3 will pick out right where season 2 left off. Let me just check and see if I made any videos on this. So, guys, I've already probably done this, but I want to redo it anyway. So yeah. So the first episode begins right where season 2. Obviously, season 2. But here's something I would have. But being how I said that this show changed networks, how about going all the way back to Batman Beyond? They decided to change their network. The network decided to be changed. That they were shipping most of the DCU shows over to the new superhero block on Cartoon Network. the new something block, the Toonami block on Cartoon Network, and that would Return the Joker also air. And yes, in my universe, we never got the censor cut of the film, which resulted in another season. And JOU's epilogue is still a Batman Beyond episode because even though Cartoon Network wanted to make the episode, they couldn't, and yes, in my universe, Batman Beyond got another movie titled Batman Beyond Forever, where we see an adult Terry, which I know became the plot of the JU episode epilogue, but anyway. Wait, but I might make another video discussing that exact topic, but this video is not that. It might be Wednesday. Yeah, until then, okay. So where was I? Oh yeah. So a 26th episode. So a 26th episode. So a 26th episodes. Hold on. 26 episodes were ordered for Zeta Project, but being how the number is only going to be 13, going to be 13 episodes per season. Then so Bruce Timm and company said, okay, 26 episode Cartoon Network has ordered us, but we normally break the season down into 13, which means if we have one season with 26, one season with 26, okay, instead, they ordered 26 episodes, which means, but here's the problem, the Zeta Project has always been breaking down, we've broken them down into 13 episodes. How can we fit the 26th order that we got from Cartoon Network into the 26th order that we got into only 13 episodes? Easy. 2 seasons. Easily another 2.5 seasons. What are you suggesting? Then the 26th order means what 13 divided? Wait, what's 13 plus 13? 10. 20. 26. Yeah, and so we divide them up into 26 episodes of 2 seasons. That Glenn Murakami. I mean, we can do it. We can do it. Okay. Guys, from now on, in these types of video, I'm gonna pretend I'm the writer of the show with the network that will, you know. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Okay. So the writers start. But what will we do with Justice League? We also got Justice League to make. Right. How can we do both shows at once? Simple. We delay the new episodes of Zeta until after Justice League. Or do we delay Justice League until after we're done with Zeta? No, that's pretty important, said Bruce Timm. Justice League is a show that... Wait, hold on. Because now with the digital animation that... Bruce Timm went off on a massive long rant. Guys, I'm only gonna pretend I'm the showrunners of the show. I'm talking about in these videos, talking about the show. So, so we only know how to fit them into 13 episodes of the project, but that means we should start writing the episodes. So it's ASAP. But we can't. Why? We just started to write Justice League. You're right. So anyway, okay, so with that settled, we will do how about we how about we have new writers just for Zeta? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We the regular DCAU writers went off to do Justice League, while a whole new well, the people that made Zeta, no, the same writers that made Zeta did more. That they just had, the writers of Zeta Project made more episodes of Zeta. They made, yeah. So anyway, the first episode titled Alive. The first episode titled Alive of the Psy. Alive of the Psy. Starts off 2 weeks after the first episode. Starts off 2 weeks after the final episode. Starts off with the two. I know I just said before. Okay, guys, after all of that, now. Okay, I'm now going to break it down to 3 phases from now on. I'm going to retell it to Not Pawn Guide and more seasons. How about that? Instead of show need more seasons, Not Pawn Guide. How about that? Yeah. Or something along those lines. That might change up the name. Anyway. Well, okay. So the first episode of season 3 occurs 2 weeks after the final episode of season 2. Since then, Agent Bennett stopped chasing them. Z is at least surprised. He says as much of Ro. Now here's character dialogue. Ro, I haven't been chased that much since 2 weeks ago. I know. What's up with you, Z?
Oh, that's so cool.
So, okay. So, yeah. She says, I can't believe it. But here's also, so they have 5 more scientists that created him to find, which is going to be a majority of this season's worth of episodes. Like how many of the seasons had him. Okay, they only have 5 scientists to find, which I really want the scientific plot to be done by season 4. I really want the plot of the No, they have. When Z decided to run a scan of the entire database for these 5, he found Lynn. He found the first one. So they meet 2 net this season and 2 net the last season. So it all goes well until that guy from season 2, the hunter of Symphoid voice, try to kill him. Hijinks and Zeus, sorry, and Zeta and Rogue. Eventually, they leave. So, okay. Z. But then Ro. The plot of this season, besides the normal plot of a Zeta Project season, I would have a change. Where, Ro, are you okay? And then she faints. Of course, she rushed, which throughout the season, we're shown glimpses of Ro in. She starts feeling sick pretty early on into the show. Like in the first episode, after Hijinks ensues, Ro says, I don't feel so well. Z. You're probably just overacting. And well, what? You think I'm stop coughing. I can. But then she decided to go to the doctor on her own. Ignoring Z's advice that she couldn't be wanted back that she could be tracked by the NSA. But then she goes to a doctor. The doctors examine her. And then she got a diagnosis. The only cure is to freeze you. Sadly, what you have is McGregor syndrome. You have a rare common. You have a no. Don't worry. Wait, this isn't my first patient with McGregor. And there's a cure for it now. But you have to stay in an isolation pod. You have to stay in an isolation pod for a little bit. Doctor said you have to spend a little time in an isolation pod. How long? I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. Why? Wait. Why are you going to do that? Listen, kid, there's no easy way to say this, but the only cure for you to be floating. There is a cure, right? Yeah? But sadly, if you don't have any money and you have McGregor, we have to take your lunch for ourselves. You know, business goes. Ro almost screamed when the doctor put that. When the doctor put that. Said, now please, very, very still. Please. What are you gonna do? I told you. She said. And I heard that you're one for Rosalie Rowan's. The doctor revealed his true self. Oh, and not really a doctor, but someone who knew. Now, just stay still. But then, out of nowhere, Agent Bennett showed up. Even though we have not seen him since the season... Since literally the season 2 finale. Stop this, Doctor. Okay. Stop this. Untie her. She was also so like how like in that she said you wait, Agent Bennett, you're coming to my rescue? You? No. We want you. I realized something. This happens in the first okay. Let me just see how long a Zeta Project episode is. So it has this. It's 21 minutes. So yeah. So Agent Ben explained that. I'm sorry, Ro. She said, well, we're going to look for those other scientists. Maybe Z wants him freedom. I know. No, tell Zeta that he doesn't need to run anymore. That did you grow a conscience? Yeah. And Bennett claimed that after the season 2 finale, he grew a conscience as well. And it was wrong that he thought, he said that was noble. And he's going to try to get all the paperwork sorting out that to say that Zeta doesn't want to kill anymore. To say that Zeta doesn't want to kill any longer. As he left the hospital, the doctor, can you free her? Sure, Agent Bennett. Sure, Mr. Bennett. Oh, the doctor's a friend of yours? Yeah. Yeah. I told him to put up. Do I really have McGregor syndrome? Yeah. The cure is easy. The cure is easy. Okay. Okay. But you need to be in a... But what I was going to do was something I wanted. You see, the proper procedure for McGregor syndrome, explained the doctor, which I'm out... Well, Zeta was trying to research... Okay, you're probably wondering, where's Zeta in all of this? Okay, Zeta was at least trying to find... He said, Roseman is the doctor. I've never really known what the doctor's is. Ro has been at the doctor's for a pretty long time. Better go check up on it. As he walks to the local hospital, as he walks to the local doctor's office, the doctor, which I'm only going to give a name for, said the doctor. Okay, his name is Dr. McSwain. Dr. McSwain said, oh, Rose, she had McGregor syndrome. Oh, that's bad. Where is she? I sent her, I put, come with me, said Dr. McSwain. Beep, beep, beep. You see, this is the isolation where diseases we don't want to come out of. And Ro was there. However, I did tranquilize. However, I did put sleeping pills. I did gas her up. She will be unconscious, which will become a running theme this season. The theme of this season is that Zeta tries on his own, without Ro around. But then Zeta said, wait, doctor, if I, but then, you know who also walked into the room at this exact in time, guys? And this is still season 3. I'm going to talk about, okay, I'm going to make this video as long as I want it to be. Okay, so Zeta said, Agent Bennett, what are you doing here? And he told Zeta what he told Ro in the operating room. And the same thing from the operating room. I don't believe a word you're saying. But what made you grow a conscience? The only question he had after that was, what made you grow a conscience? But then Dr. Wayne Alley decided to try to reveal himself as, what? Dr. Selly? You're also a robot? No. Turns out Dr. McQueen / Dr. Selly was also a robot, which was a plot thread that you never saw coming. So how? So basically, you're also. Well, no, I had a fatal injury that I had. Oh, you had a fatal injury. So did my son. Your son? Sorry for your loss. Is you better? No, I planted his brain and his conscience into Zeta. What? What did you just say? I planted my son's brain and heart. I planted him into this body. You have what no human needs. Can you unreverse the effect? Sure, but it will take a while, said Dr. Sally. From now on, I'm just going to refer to him as Zell. But that doesn't make any sense. Right as I was about to declare you you off our radar. Dr. Zelly comes in saying, "Oh, I did something. I did something." As, but then throughout the rest of the season, Ro is basically unconscious. Hey, hey, Agent Bennett. Yeah. Agent Bennett decided to become an ally of Zeta this season instead of against him. What? Can you find Ro's parents for me? Me? Sure. Why? Because she wants to do that. That. Oh, and that's why she was also on the run? Yeah, to find her biological parents? I don't see anything wrong with finding your biological mom and dad. You know what? Leave it to me, Zeta. Can I call you Z? Yeah, that's the name that Ro called me. Then leave it to me, Zeta. I will find her parents. Throughout the season, Zeta tried to remember who he was. And he constantly said Dad throughout the season. Like, Dad. What was wrong with me? I mean, that I needed to inject my brain into a robot. You had a rare genetic blood. And this happens all in season 3. So the first episode, the second episode titled the Fruit, where Dr. Sally reveals the reason why he did that to him was kind of tragic. You see, he had a son, you wouldn't survive without me. Why? Why? How can I wouldn't survive without you? You see, you're too young to remember. As the rest of the episode is basically a big flashback to a young Zeta. He was even called that back when he was a kid. Or no, Zane. Have that, Zane. You see, Zane. What? I remember now. I used to be just a normal kid playing around a lot, but then later I was put to a hospital bed. That because you had a rare bare bone marrow. Well, that there was no cure for. And I, as your father working on a symphony, decided to put your brain into basically my conscience, Dad. Can I try? Isn't there any clones? Wait. Dad, can you put me back in a clone? A clone? But can I want to meet the people that still made me. Wait. Okay, so for the rest of season 3, it's the standard Zeta project stuff where Zeta on his own decided to settle down where he is in the town. Now, as major events have happened, no longer the U.S., no longer is the NSA, no longer the NSA chasing Zeta like they were back in season 1 2. Anything? Nothing, sir. It's like she doesn't even exist. I run her name through her last name, not her first name. Oh, whoops. Anything? In 8 episodes, after a few episodes with Zeta, okay, that's how most of episodes are going to be, just flashback episodes to, like, okay, so season 2 after, so let me tell you the 13 episodes of season 3. We'll go the sickness. We'll go the sickness to the remembering, to the flashback, to the what happened to you. Okay. 1, 2. Up until episode 8. Or yeah. Basically the part of stuff yeah, basic Zeta Project stuff have happened. Okay, so on to season 4. So, no, not real. After Agent Bennett found out that the Roman family, they lived in Central City, he wanted to tell them. But being how they were in the NSA building in New York City, Zeta was all the way in Woodburn, he was all the way in Carolina. No, he was all the way in Carolina. No, he was all the way in Carolina. He had, but that it seemed I could find maybe a clone of myself. Oh, oh, yeah. You know what? After Dr. Sally called all the other scientists to meet their project, which was in the 13th, they all found out about Zeta and how he was more than just a machine. And then in the 13th, but okay, so let me just tell you what episode we're up to. So the first was the sickness, then the other one was remembering, then the other one was titled deletion, then the other one was titled something like trying to live, and then okay, so one was so episode 1 was called the sickness. See, episode 2 was titled the remember. So anyway, yeah. So these episodes, so up until episode 8, titled Found Your Place. So Found Your Place came right after the missing person, which came after Want to Live episode. In these episodes, we basically see Z, Dr. Selig, not leave Row. Don't worry. What? She's almost... In this episode titled Found Your Place, Dr. Selig had the cure for McGregor syndrome. Is making the cure for McGregor syndrome based on old Dr. Victor Friesenberg. But then he explains it in the episode saying that how the technology gene has been lost for nearly... I might have to make a separate video. Yo. Because I'm only up to season... I might have to make a separate Zeta Project video. Oh. And then Zeta said, Dad, can you try to clone me without the bone marrow? Without the bone marrow? Without my problem? As Z tried. So, okay, the remaining episodes are not typical. Zeta Project okay, instead of what I said earlier where typical Zeta Project stuff happened, he's trying to live a normal life as now assumed. But he decided to change into his younger hologram form. Is this exactly what I look like as a human? Indeed you are, Zane. Wait, that's my real name? Yeah, Zane. But I could clone you. It will take a little bit longer, but you have time. I could clone you. So this happens in episode 11. But the cloning process does... Okay, so the final few episodes... So the final 2 episodes are out called Zeta Get Back His Humanity. In part 1 and part 2. In the 2-part season, the finale of the Zeta Project, in those episodes we see Z fall saying, are you sure, Dad, that will work? Yeah. They will. I'm gonna shut you down now. I'm gonna shut you down now, son. I'm gonna shut you down now. Why? Because to do the operation, I need to... Yeah. Zeta was shut down. Dad. But when he woke up... Okay, but that doesn't happen until... But then Agent Bennett walked into the room. And we hear the Zeta Project theme song. So both... So Dr. Sally said... Well, he's trying to transport... Try to pram. Try to pram. But then when Agent Bennett says, well, I have some good news for... Whoa! Well, you better tell me. Because she's almost done with her McGregor syndrome cure. Oh, she's almost done being cured with McGregor syndrome? Okay, so, in the final few moments of season 3, Zeta, they both, Rose says, I feel better. Like I don't need chemo, or any other type of therapy. Even though McGregor syndrome is just an advanced form of cancer. Who's that? That's my son. His name is Zane. And then Agent Bennett said, why did you put your son's brain into a robot? And then Sully told them at the start of season 3, at the end of season 3, and the start of season 4, the story. So season 4, they met. So what happened in season 4 was pretty much happened. Well, in the episode titled Awake, the final episode is that Rose and Z get married and they have a family together. That Rose and Z get married. Okay, so this season, Agent Bennett said, I found your parents. They live in Central City. I called them and they told me that they didn't know that they had a daughter. Oh. They didn't even know they had a daughter? Yeah. Can we just go there? Said Ro. Yeah, but it will be across. They have typical Zeta Project shenanigans happen. They pretty much have typical Zeta Project shenanigans. Happen. They have where Ro and Z are on their way to Herp. So once again, I'm not gonna name drop any episodes. So here's in the middle. Okay. So after during a sense of road trip, they arrive in the second last episode. Rose says in this episode, Z, I'm worried. What if they don't want me? Maybe that's why they gave me up for adoption. Maybe that's why they gave me up for adoption, Z. You really think your biological parents gave you up for adoption just because you maybe they and then she began having theories about why her parents never reached out to her. And one of them was kind of weird. Here's a theory I get proposed to me. What? Maybe my parents did not want? Maybe, what? They were high schoolers. High school? What does that have to do with anything? No, listen. Please, listen. Please, listen to me, see? What if they were high school? What happened when my mom got pregnant with me in high school? In high school? Yeah. In high school? Yeah. Maybe she got pregnant with me in high school and had to drop out and maybe that's why I'm up for adoption. Maybe that's why I'm up for adoption. Maybe that's why I'm adopted. Because my parents are high school, fell in love, all those thoughts were racing. We're going to be in the town and whoa, okay, some plots this season are, bro, you can't remember how much, wait, how can you learn how to drive? How old are you? According to my father, how old are you? How old are you, Zane? About, I was only 5 years old when my father put me in the brain. I was only about 5. And this has been about 10 years since I can remember anything about my childhood. So you're about the same age as me, 15. Whoa, really? I'm only 15? Yeah. I guess you must be only 15. So they arrived at Rose's parents' house in the second to last episode of the Zeta Project. Park. Go ahead, Rose. Ring the doorbell. Ding dong. 2 people come out. Honey, look. Honey, look. Is that our kid? As this episode ends, and then they explain everything in the very next episode of how they were how exactly what Rose predicted happened. That Rose's mother was too young to have a child, and that she didn't have any grandparents or anything. They would have given you to your grandparents if they had to pass on. If they hadn't passed on, we would have given you to them. What? You mean to tell me that if my grandparents didn't pass on, you would have given me to them? Yeah. How about have my brother here? We have a son. Did we have a son? You got pregnant twice. I thought the first time. Anything, bro. If you want us, meet my friend, Zane. Meet my friend, Zane. Oh, hi, Zane. He's not used to this life. As she explains everything. Whoa, that must have been a hard life for you, Zane. What made you fun? And also my dad, Dr. Selly, deleted those memories from my brain. But Ro, I have something else to ask you. What? My dad told me yeah, for marriage. So would you take would you take that man to be your husband? Yada yada. I don't like wedding. Guys, I'm not a big wedding guy. And she also, eventually the loop begins again. Come on. Until my next video, until then. And that was more seasons of the Zeta project. Sorry for a long video. Until my next video, I'm not Pod, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, guys.